morning. It's Liz Landry Day.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing so good. Welcome, welcome. So, Liz Landry, tell us your titles, please.
I am a KW instructor and a MAPS mastery coach.
Excellent, excellent. And actually, full disclosure, you are my MAPS mastery coach.
That I am, yes.
Yes, yes. So, and you have been my MAPS mastery coach since the 1st of January. And
Yep.
It's been an experience for
I
me.
think that was a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. It's been an experience for me because for so many things, and I continue to learn and grow. But the Liz Landry continues to help me stay at a distance. There's so much to learn and everything. But it's been an interesting ride. I told you from day one that goal is to be favorite mastery MAPS coach, and I don't know that I'm there yet. We'll get there.
We'll get there. I mean, hey, you haven't fired me yet, so it can't be that bad, right?
Hang on.
You don't like it when I keep you focused on things. Yes,
that's the challenge. That's the challenge. Yeah, I get told to be quiet quite often. So
It happens. You're doing good.
Oh, yeah, I'm good with it. Totally good with it. So give us the journey, Liz. Tell us, who is Liz Landry? How did she start this journey and to become this fantastic mastery MAPS coach that I know that others definitely need to know about?
So I got with KW just about 12 years ago. It was June of 2006. And I live in Florida. So you guys can imagine what June of 2006 was in Florida. It was like, 2005, and 2006.
Yeah,
right?
and done.
So I got into real estate as the market was crashing as a brand new real estate agent. I was newly licensed. I didn't know anything. One of my friend's dads actually was in real estate with a home builder. And in 2004, 2005, early, he convinced me to get my real estate license. And so I ended up with KW after a very long, drawn-out process with every real estate company I could find to find somewhere that would let me build a business. And that's what I do, is I like to build businesses. So for me, it wasn't about I want to sell houses. How do I build businesses? And I built my business very quickly in real estate, and I realized that I really don't enjoy selling houses. It sounds funny. I didn't have any shock in that. I didn't think I was going to enjoy selling houses. I enjoy the business side of it. So I built the team quickly. I'd say within a year, I'd hired my first assistant, first buyer's agent, and we went from there. In about 2008, I think it was, I decided I wanted to be a KW instructor. I love teaching, I love going out and training, and that's where I wanted to go. So I went through the process of getting my KW certification, still running my business, being active ALC member in my office, all that jazz.
Right. All leadership.
All the leadership. Yeah, all the leadership. From there, I said, I want to be a MAPS coach. And I set my sights on it, and I said, I'm going to be a MAPS coach by the time I'm 30. And I definitely accomplished that goal. I made it with plenty of room to spare. And I joined MAPS at a time where we were kind of a tiny company, right? I mean, this was my 7th or 8th year with MAPS going on in 2018 now. We were a small company then. Yeah. And I've been a coach ever since then. I brought a unique technology perspective and a marketing online perspective to the company and to all the Keller Williams associates, being able to go out and teach and show people, hey, this really isn't that hard. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to know technology as we know it. You have to understand marketing and how to click a couple of buttons. And so I really kind of brought that out to the country with Chad Himes in conjunction with a program called Bold Tech, and obviously with Diana on MAPS. And now I really kind of tired of being on airplanes for a little while. I'm just a one-on-one mastery coach for MAPS, and I do that for 50 of you lovely folks every single week, and that is where my happy spot is now. I get to work with 50 businesses every week, building them and going from there. That's a little about me.
Right, and your personality type, Liz, is high D.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. There's cutting through
it. Very direct, very cut and dry, very much not the warm and fuzzy.
No, I mean, your S is probably lower than mine, which is saying something. I mean, it's a great marriage so far. Yeah. And so you developed what is, like you said, what is known as Bold Tech. And that then built out, and you traveled around and taught that. And which is huge.
Went to a lot of airports, got to meet a lot of people.
Right, right. Huge connections, which then enabled your growth to then develop and be the coach that you are today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and which enabled your connectivity and helped you, I mean, it helped you grow me for sure. I know that. But then you're also able to, I saw something today that says you can't grow others as much as you grow yourself, and you will be stopped, essentially. And until you continue to grow yourself, you're not going to be able to grow others as much. And so I feel that that is definitely how this connection works, because you have had so much growth that then enables you to grow me, enables you to grow others, which is essentially coaching 101.
And it's continual, right? You know, coaches in general, leaders in general, we don't just wake up one day and stop, you know, and say, oh, I know it all,
right? Because
we don't. It's always ongoing. It's, you know, I'll be on a plane 2 days from now going to DC coaches training. So it's always ongoing. It keeps going. It's one of those things that it just doesn't stop. We have to keep growing in order to raise your lid.
Right, right. And so what is the legacy of Liz Landry?
You know, that's an interesting question. I would say that I hope my legacy in terms of people that I work with and what it comes down to from a work perspective is not only did I help them grow their business, I helped them achieve a balance in doing that. One of the hardest things I see and I struggle with folks is they overwork, they don't play, they don't go on vacations, and they live and breathe work. I see this very easily because I was guilty as charged for a very long time. I'd work 18-hour days, 7 days a week. I slept with my phone, not from a, oh, just in case something happens, emergency standpoint, but from a, what if a lead calls? What if there's an email that comes through? I think there was a time where I didn't take a vacation. I think I clocked it, and it was 7 years.
Wow.
7 years. So when I look at what I bring to people, it's not just I want to help them achieve their business goals. It's I want to help them have the balance of it. What does it look like to not only achieve everything you want in business, and hey, to be happy doing it? And maybe if your thing is getting a tan or going to the mountains or whatever it is, are you able to do those things that you work so hard for? Because a lot of money in the bank and a lot of success means nothing if you don't have the time to use and enjoy that success.
So what I'm hearing is to truly live that big life, that life by design.
Mm-hmm.
Because you travel quite a bit, yes?
Yeah, I think it was 9 countries last year. In the last 12 months, I think I've gone to 9 countries.
I know. I think I'm constantly getting an email or a text saying, coaching calls have been moved. I'm traveling. And I'm like, oh my God, does Liz stay home?
That's true. I rarely move our coaching calls. It's just that, sorry, I can't move a coaching call to that day because I'm traveling. I rarely move coaching calls. I'm very structured in my schedule.
Clarity is power. Thank you for the reframe. We'll go with that. And then... Yeah, but it's definitely good perspective, going back to each of our big whys, and then how to have it without limiting beliefs, leveraging everything we have so that we can live that life by design. I love that.
It's all about balance, you know. And
Whoa, Liz, there is no balance.
Constant counterbalance. Being in a business where we're self-employed, essentially, it's a make your own schedule, make your own hours, work when you want and when you don't want. The serial entrepreneurs in us, and in our industry in particular, and I know everyone watching this isn't going to be just in our industry, but the serial entrepreneurs in our industry that work too much lose that, right? We look at it and we say, I'm achieving, but what are we achieving for?
Right.
When we miss what we're achieving for, it's interesting. Folks who work even in our industry, yet in more structured roles and structured positions, let's say our administrative staff, they have a much more structured position, look at it and say, well, I can't do that, I'm not self-employed. And that's not true. It is all about understanding how we balance that time and our effort into something in order to achieve what we want, and making sure we're clear on the goal. If we're not clear on the goal, we'll just keep plugging along every day on the same routine.
Right. So it's setting the boundaries and how they work for you. It's pruning back the unfruitful branches of your vine so that you may be more fruitful.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm all about boundaries. Claire, you know this. I am all about boundaries.
Oh, let's be clear. You want to talk a fierce conversation? So I had just started coaching with you, Liz, and there's a time zone difference in us. And I don't sleep a whole lot. I am in a total growth phase. And I texted you late at night in true.
I think it was about midnight.
It was midnight your time, 11 o'clock my time. I was just excited about something, and I texted you, and then I got reamed the next day. It's like, Claire Brown, no ma'am, you cannot text me. I do not go to sleep well after I'm awoken at night. Do not do this. I was like, oh, there's a boundary.
You want me productive on those calls every day? I need my sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like there's a boundary with the Liz Landry that I do not cross. I'm now clear.
Yep, there are boundaries.
Yes.
Work does not interfere into non-work times, yet when I'm working, I'm working.
But then to grow from that, I then implemented that within me. And that was great. That was great for me to then say to myself, okay, what are the boundaries I need to implement in my life with the persons that I communicate with as well, to say, I'm sorry, after this time frame, I will not respond. I'm with my children. This is how it rolls. Thank you so much. I appreciate your concerns, and I will totally address them. However, yeah, so it was a great reframe for me to then implement as well. Even though people hopefully do not text me at midnight.
Right? So you hope no one does it to you, and yet,
there
we don't have that problem anymore. We're good. All right.
Yeah, no. I have not made the same mistake twice. First time, shame on me. Second time, really bad, shame on me.
Well, the second time would be shame on me if I didn't correct the behavior. And that's something important for especially real estate agents. Guys, if you've got clients texting you at 9 o'clock at night and A, you respond back, and B, you allow the behavior to continue, it's your own fault when you're taking calls at 10 o'clock at night and you say, well, I just can't get my clients to do that. Sure you can. That's an expectation. I've got 50 different agents that I work with every week. A lot of them very busy. A lot of them have multiple businesses, families, agents that work for them. Some of these teams have 25 people on them, and they're doing millions and millions and millions of dollars in business. I really don't get a lot of 12 o'clock at night phone calls. And the reason is it's an expectation, and it's a standard, and it's a working relationship. You can do the exact same thing with anybody that you're working with, or family, friends, those kind of things. Control your time.
Life's about choices and expectations, and time is our biggest commodity that we offer.
Yes, it is. It is limited.
Always, Liz Landry, just full of information and wisdom. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much, Liz.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to seeing you in person one of these days.
I know you can't make masterminds next week. I'll understand. I guess it will be Mega Campus the next one.
Yep. It'll get there. We'll be there soon. Have a great weekend.
You too.